What's going on, Pokemon League Championship fans? It's me, Murrah, aka your CEO, here again with another PLC Season 9 stream. This is your Week 3 stream. It's good to be back. Glad to have anybody who is with us. As always, I've got my co-host. Well, not as always. Apparently, he had to get a tattoo last weekend. But I've got Zach with me.
Oh,
What's going on, Zach? It's good to have you. Today is a kind of a long one. Hopefully we can kind of zoom through it. We'll probably touch on the unrecorded matches as soon as humanly possible because they just are so many, and we have actually more content than we normally have today. Starting with we have five matches to watch today, so we are going to go through those matches and hopefully get everybody oriented and get all the matches recorded and reported. So starting up, we have Jay versus Jay. The OGJ versus Grants here. They were going head to head. Now, again, as we've stated in the past, Jay probably has one of the best rain cores in the season. He's seen here not bringing that, but seems to be bringing like more of a trick room core, which is still a viable answer. Double stamina. He's got his. This is just a trick room core. I mean, you can see it. He's got some good shit there. Zach, do you have any thoughts on this?
yeah, no, definitely interesting team concepts from both of them. They got like both, like at least like Jay here, he's got like a fast mode and a trick room mode. So like very interesting to see how he led this game.
Yeah, and Grants kind of seems to.
And we
have
see
Sun.
yeah,
maybe?
we see Grant's trying out. No, she's trying out her new toys with Rubber Vroom and Sylveon that she finally got. So
I just
yeah.
see the
there's a
I see the Cerulege, I see the Leafeon, I see the Roaring Moon.
well
and I feel like,
she had set up manual Sunny Day with Leafeon sometimes.
yeah, so I'm wondering if she goes Sunny Day here. We don't have a lot of information on this match again because it is unrecorded, and Jay didn't tell me too much of what happened. Um, but and Grants is always busy, so we didn't really get to see too much about this one. But here are the results of that match. So big congratulations to Grants for getting her first PLCW, taking it by 1 against Jay. Sorry, this is one of the Battle of the Jays. There's so many Jays in our league. Um, but yeah, so we see that Grants takes it by 1. I'm told that there were some RNG things happening, like flinches from rock slides and missing, 85% or 95% accuracy moves. You know how it goes with Pokemon, especially since they added the 101 accuracy, 100 isn't even 100% accurate anymore. So 85 and 90s and stuff are even less accurate because of that for whatever reason. Um, and that will bring us to our next match. Congratulations, Jay, on your first PLC victory. I'm glad you didn't have to wait too long to get that. No offense, Jay. I know how much that must have stung there, and I know you got a tough schedule coming up. So we're gonna skip over to Mike versus Brendan. Um, now, Mike just has a monster of a team. Do you have anything you want to talk about this team for? Yeah.
Really, man. I mean, it looks like you're like typical. We see the weakness policy on excuse me, on Armor Rouge. God damn. Yeah.
You need some
Sorry,
water,
guys.
buddy.
Yeah, I just woke up. Uh, we got a weakness policy on Armor Rouge, so maybe he uses like a weakness policy, weak armor set, using something to proc the Armor Rouge boost. And it looks like he just kind of goes off. I mean, he's got the Tailwind Wyvern in the back. He's got Ndidi that can set up next to it. Yeah, it looks like he just straight up goes off the cuff, like
Yeah.
all speed.
And I see that we have, throat spray Noivern for boom bursts, and then we've got the safety goggles on the toaster oven. Not quite sure. I don't know if Brendan has spore or something, or maybe rage powder. Um, but he's got the safety goggles on the toaster oven, and then obviously choice band on the Haxorus, which Haxorus's attack stat is just insane. So having a choice band just really goes crazy on it. With that, we'll go to the results here. This was the first match of the week, actually. These results are a little dim because of how Mike captured them. Um, he captured it right before the screen went off. It looks like because the screen goes black right after it reveals the results here. Hard to kind of see, but Mike takes that one by one. Um, so
I heard it was really, really close. Like I think the nail in the coffin was like a close combat, just almost killing something that like needed to die.
yeah, that's what I
So
heard too. And really it comes down to apparently Premier it was apparently a really intense lead for Brendan. Like he had a really high lead there, and then when we got down to Mike's um, little end there, he was rocking Primarina and Haxorus, and they just apparently went off. So um, that is the results of that match. Let's skip over to, let me see who's the next on recorder. That would be Simon and SB. So the S Boys, Battle of the S Boys. I know you're in chat, Simon, so shout out to Simon. Little weird screen cap here, but it still works. So I don't know, it's distorted somehow. But we have Simon going in. Now, this week, he did drop his Glefki, which is the S Boys this week made some questionable moves. We don't really need to go into it too much, but they traded Klefki and then Volbeat, both of these Pokemon right in the same row here. Both got traded for stuff that I would say is not equivalent exchange, but the S Boys will do what the S Boys do. So now finally we are seeing the Spectier out of Simon, this time with choice specs, which is huge. Like that Pokemon is very fast, has a huge special attack stat, and can just really fucking go off. So it looks like Simon actually put together a fairly cohesive team this week. I like to see that. Probably wind power, tailwind out of this Kilowattrel with the life orb, so it can just do as much damage as possible as soon as possible. I'm not sure if maybe he has a ground Terra somewhere so he can discharge off. But either way, pretty good team comp over here. Simon's team, I'm sorry, Steven's team, he just has he's got his core Pokemon that he brings. He's got a really good special attacker in Skeledirge. He's got a really great physical attacker in the Metagross. He's got two good supporters in the Screamtail and the Volbeat. A great special attacker in Monkey Dory, and then a Sponge with some decent physical attack in the Metagross. But that's not ideal to have. I'm sorry, Metagross. Marshtomp. Marshtomp?
Swampert.
Swampert. That's not great to see against a grass type of any sort. So we do have a grass type on Simon's team. So that could have gone bad really quick. Monkey Dory, pretty good Pokemon. Good special attack. Let's see how the S Boys ended that match. Results for Simon versus SB. And that actually goes to Simon. So Simon takes the victory there by 2. So congratulations to Simon.
First dub of the season, yeah.
Yeah, getting his first dub of the season. We've got some good first dubs this week for Simon and Grants. So congratulations to them. You love to see it. That is going to bring us to our next match, which looks like it is Brian versus Justin. So let's kick that off real quick. We don't want to spend too much time on the unrecordeds because we have a lot of recordings this week. So Brendan versus Justin, or Brian versus Justin. Justin versus Brian. Boop. So, typical rain kind of core. I'm sorry, snow core from Justin. Justin's team is pretty good. Definitely has some holes to patch up, but it's pretty good overall with the snow team. And then we've got kind of a weather wars here because obviously, even though it says Danny, it's Brian who's got the sand team, and it does look like he's bringing sand pretty good this week. Not too much to say. I don't really understand. No offense, Justin. I don't understand the Rindo Berry on the Dugong there. Punching gloves, I can kind of understand. I don't really get the Rindo Berry because it's only times 1 week to grass, and I really don't think that Brendan has a lot of grass, if any. I mean, Brian.
Torterra.
He does have Torterra. Yeah, so I mean, he has access to some grass, but like, I don't even think, is it even because of ice? Is it even 1 times week?
It sounds week twice.
Dugong.
Oh, no, wait,
Yeah,
what were you asking about?
It is 2 times a week to grass, but like still,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
2 times a week.
I don't think it's that crazy of a thing. Like, I probably, because it is 2 times a week to rock, so I probably would have brought, if I was gonna bring a damage reducing berry, I probably would have brought the rock one against Brian, because Brian's team is very rocky. So we'll go to the results here, and it looks like Brian takes that by 1. So really close. All of Justin's games this season have been pretty close. So like, big shout out to Justin. I hope that we can see you get a dub again soon. I know it's frustrating to take those losses, but you've been keeping them really close. So we definitely see improvement from you over the last couple seasons. I don't think it's anything really to bat an eye at here. But the rest of the matches are recorded, so we can go ahead and get out of here. Zach, we're going to be starting with Aris versus Evan. As I'm sure you already are aware with the schedule that we talked about. So that is the match that we're getting up. What's up, Simon? Good to see you. Yeah, so Aris versus Evan. This match, I mean, we've clearly got the Sun team with a little bit of Trick Room. That's the beauty of Aris's team, is he can go Rain, he can go Sun, he can go Trick Room, he can go Sun, he can go Trick Room, he can go Rain. He can do them all at the same time. So, like, there's lots of options for Aris's team to go.
What things you have to do?
What was that?
I was saying a lot of things you have to think about.
Yeah, like there's really no like perfect planning against a Reese's team, unfortunately for a lot of us. But also like um, just in general, a Reese's team is really good. And like I hopped in Discord at one point because I saw people like talking in Discord, and it was Evan and Jordan, and
Mm-hmm.
they were trying to plan for a Reese, and it just like it's really hard to do. So like there wasn't much to come up with. The general sentiment to Evan at the end of the thing was like, just do your best, man, and like don't try to shore up if you are gonna lose, try to shore up the loss by as much as possible. Um, like make sure you get as close as possible, and then hopefully you don't lose. So. Uh, but we'll see how that goes. You ready?
Hey man, let's do it.
All right, 1, 2, 3, and go. So no double audio this time from Maurice. Oh damn! You know what? Let me skip ahead. Sorry, I'm gonna get a timestamp for you here, Zach.
Okay.
Should have done that. We're gonna start at 24 seconds. If you can get to that.
Uh, uh,
Okay. Some people be like, you're wasting 24 seconds just waiting to get this done.
When you're ready.
All right, 1, 2, 3, and go. All right. So we're kicking off Aris versus Evan. So one of our top players, if not our top player, we haven't had the update in the standings quite yet, but definitely one of our top players for sure, versus Evan, who, no offense Evan, one of our lower ranking players here. So it's always an uphill battle when you have a team as cohesive as Aris's team with the skill level matched, and then you have Evan, who's got not quite as cohesive a team, and then still picking up and learning a lot about the game itself. So you really,
It's a very interesting lead right here.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like you,
like lot of grass, a lot of fighting types,
yep.
a lot of
So
bugs.
protects. I don't know how I feel about the protect here. Is he scouting?
I mean, he kind of needed to in the face of like Sliverwing, because I think Sliverwing would like just pretty much OHKO it for close combat. This substitute is going to be nasty though.
Yeah, that's pretty much it right there.
There's a belly drum though, straight off the rip, and it's not going to get interrupted. No citrus berry though. That's not good.
Fuck it, we'll coach again. Why not? It's over. Like, GG.
Yeah. And he got the boost energy, so now Terraflying Acrobatics is going to really hurt.
Yeah.
So this is not looking good. Not looking good at all for Evan.
He's behind a substitute too.
Yeah, and he led exactly like the exact way that he would want to against Evan. So it's not looking too good. He
just thought he was gonna get. He was so sure he was gonna get close combated. It's like, bro, I'm sorry, but you have a belly drum Pokemon on the field. I just fucking gave myself a coaching boost, and I'm behind a substitute. I'm gonna try to take out that belly drum Pokemon. Like, what are you talking about? So, unfortunately, oh, hey, we got the spiky shield.
Oh, there you go. Get a little chip damage in there.
Get another coaching off behind the substitute. Man, it's really awkward to have this camera angle. Like, they really need to fix that in the next game, because they had really good camera angles in the previous games. And then he does take a little bit of damage there. The Toxic Orb, I am not sure. I think he was going to try to trick that onto something.
Alright.
And he swapped in, so he screwed himself there.
Okay.
So Reese is just like, yeah, I just want as much score as possible now. So he can't Spiky Shield again in a row. I mean, he could try, but it's probably not going to work. And now we're going to bring this Rhyperior in, who, unless Evan was Giga Brained and using Energy Ball in that spot, is going to tank anything that Evan was going to do to the Lilligant.
Okay. You see the trick come out. So now this mon that he boosted up is gonna get poisoned. And actually, for this exact matchup right now, the current state of the game, this Toxic Orb is a problem for Reese because now his acrobatics won't do nearly as much damage. So it's like he burned his Terra for it, and like he's not getting the maximum value out of that move anymore.
Yeah. And obviously we have the poison, so it's even, in that sense, it's even worse because
it's on under sub, it's on a clock.
Yeah. Ooh,
that's a tough miss.
And I mean that's a what? Oh, he's got
whoa,
is that Infiltrator? Yeah. Hey.
Infiltrator, yeah, man. Okay, good shit, dude. Okay. So it started off a little rocky for Evan, but he's making a comeback. Okay.
Good for you, Evan.
I know Reese is probably just like, whoa, what?
Yeah, like why is that not flash fire? We're definitely gonna get the high horsepower here, which is gonna almost Oko the Regirock.
Almost Oko, and that's a 200 base defense Pokemon.
Dude, no! Oh, I guess you don't really have to. I would probably try the energy ball.
Nah. Yeah, that's what I would have did, but you might not have it, I guess.
Substitute fades. Okay, that's good. The Rock Slidey is gonna shore up the double KO though.
Yep. So I think that's what, half of Evan's team now? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I believe the Moth dies this turn. I could be wrong.
Nope.
Nope. Still one more turn. I hope he's got a double protect out there.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. At this point, Aris has such a lead that he's probably just like, fuck it, retreat. Like,
I mean, yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually.
We're gonna double switch. Yeah, we're gonna double switch here. Oh no, I think he meant to. No. Oh, we're just gonna leech life. Fuck it, bro. We'll get that health back.
There you go. Well, yeah.
I mean, that's still gonna do. Ooh. That's actually ×4 anyway.
That's
so he's gonna get more.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's gonna get more HP out of that. A lot more HP out of that.
No. Oh my goodness. That's almost back to full.
Yeah, that's
unfortunate, man. Oh my god, why didn't he just protect? I'm sorry. I know we aren't supposed to be tearing people down.
He blasted the Rhyperior because he was sure it was gonna die.
I know Evan had to be sick right there, dude. Yeah, this is not looking good.
He was sure it was gonna die.
Yeah, man. You know, sometimes you see something and it's like, you can see they're going to just die without you doing anything at all. If you have the option to double protect, man, just do it.
Evan just triggered weakness policy 2. The boosted leech life is going to be enough to kill the Cresselia, giving the heal. Yeah. So we do survive the toxic again, because it's not 100% yet of HP damage.
I think we're at an unwinnable impasse here now.
Yeah.
This ass was gone.
The weakness policy just went off.
That did a lot.
And that's the game. Yeah, because he hit the weakness policy, so.
Yeah, was that a 6-0?
That was a 6-0.
Oh my goodness.
So
Damn.
really unfortunate. There were some good plays from Evan, but like ultimately he made some misplays that cost him the game. And
The infiltrator was a nice tech, definitely.
yeah,
Infiltrator.
no, I think the real
I think
problem was that he
dude,
didn't, even though the
if
toxic
you
was probably gonna do a good amount of damage on him, he shadowballed the Rhyperior instead of double shot. Like he shadowballed once on the bug. He should have just shadowballed again to try to get the kill. Um, but you know, again, like this that's just stuff that you can't.
sometimes just play it safe, man. Just scout, protect, see what they do.
Yeah.
Let them die. If they're going to die that turn anyway, without you having to do anything, just protect. Screw it. Be safe.
Yep.
Damn, them leash lights are critical though. Good job, Reese, on the 6-0, man. It's not an easy thing to do in our meta, but you did the thing.
So that is what it is. Reese takes it by 6 there. I went ahead and updated the sheet already so we can have that score there. That brings us to Speakman versus J Wade, which is the next match of the week. Now uh, this is a quick match. It's not like a bad match, but it is very quick. Uh, and here we see we're not bringing the Baxcalibur, so we can put the loaded dice on the Bullet Seed Technician boosted Breloom.
Yeah,
So maybe we can have a
kind of
good
cool.
show of the Breloom so we can sell it a little bit more to somebody this week, right? Like we want to get this Breloom traded. So and then Life Orb on the Azelf. See if we can do some good damage there. Um, is Uxie, Azelf, and Mesprit, are they like inspired by like European fairies? Is that like I'm getting like a big I'm getting like a big kind of Netherlands vibe from this Azelf design here. Um, but you know the hat and stuff. But anyway, uh,
Yeah, I always thought a little like Link's cap.
yeah, yep. So, um, yeah, well, there's not really much to say about these two teams. Neither has like an obvious core per se. They're both just like good mons, kind of slapped together as cohesively as possible. Um, you know, J Wade could probably get a priority tailwind dragon energy off like immediately to try to get some big damage out. Let's see what goes on. You ready?
So,
1, 2, 3, and go. Everybody records at a different volume.
it's on something called the Imperial Regalia of Japan, which is like the free sacred treasures.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because that's kind of like a Shinto monk hat almost.
Yeah. Apparently, Azelf embodies valor.
Interesting. Yeah, mystical power is great. Why not?
Yeah. No explosion from the Azelf this time.
Good, because I think he's going with the special set because of the mystical power.
Yeah.
Wow, really have to think about this one, huh, J-Wade? Are we Dragateering? Are we just fucking Dragateering, going for the Dragon Energy? Let's get big damage? Is that what this is?
Nah,
Oh, no,
Steel
Steel.
Terra.
What a weird placement of that hat. I mean, I get it. Like, I get it. Oh, shit.
I like it because it's on the head of the dragon. not him.
Dude, that fake out did so much fucking damage.
Yeah, that stab technician, man.
Fuck me, dude.
That's why, like, even in singles, like, you would run fake out just because that was, like, really good damage.
Yeah.
Amber Palm can smack, dude. Got, freaking hands on its tail, so yeah, it can smack with them hands.
Dark Pulse gonna do decent damage. Double hits just gonna. See, I can't even look at this camera angle is so bad. I cannot even see Chris's other Pokemon.
Game freak, just be game freaking.
Like, I don't know if it's the way that they recorded, but like,
no, it's not. It's just game freak. It's just literally game freak.
we can't see. We can only see the opposing Pokemon. What fucking sense does that make, bro? He doesn't have the rocky head.
No, because it's Arcanine, dude. You want it for the Intimidate. That's
Not
what matters.
always. Not always. He had rocky head. The other last week he had rocky head.
Oh, okay.
Because it has a lot of. It's got head rush
yeah.
and.
You gotta consider the opponent's team, though. He's got Great Tusk and all these things that he wants to get an Intimidate drop on. Talonflame.
Up for trade. Oh, and he pulls out the up for trade against the Talonflame. Unfortunate. Like, he doesn't have a trade. Like, he was bringing that out anyway. Do we have a protect on this thing? Please tell me we got a protect.
He might have a Terra.
Yeah, he could Terra it, yeah. It looks like it is Terra flying. See, this is what we should be seeing. We should be seeing multiple camera angles while this is going down. I don't know that we need to see the trainer camera angle so much. That one's tight. I like that one.
You gonna see the grandma in the back?
Oh, ancient Donphan versus Donphan.
Who's the real Donphan?
Big boy.
Who's got them real trunks? Yeah.
Alright, we've lost our priority, but it doesn't matter because we already have the Tailwind set up, so we're fast as fuck, boys. It's a hard call here because I feel like I still oh, I guess you got the Terra, yeah, so. Sweetman's having a real rough time deciding what to do here. I think I would have just Ice Sharded the Great Tusk. Dang.
We are going to Terra the Breloom. It's going to be Terra Dragon. Kind of an interesting choice for a Terra type for a Breloom. It gets the fire resistance, which is good.
Oh, the Ice Spinner.
Rocky Helmet's going to do some good damage too, and he does make sure that he gets off the Spore on that Great Tusk no matter what. He wants to make sure that this Great Tusk cannot do what it wants to do.
Yeah, you lost your life orb, you're passed out. No, dude. I guess Bullet Seed. What are you doing?
Take a nap, buddy. I'm the real Tusk here. You're just fake Tusk. Take a snooze.
Pass the fuck out.
Like me at Ian's party.
So I guess he was trying to protect with the Great Tusk.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay. So, he's making good predicts. He's seeing what J Wade wants to get rid
No.
of.
Now
He's
is when you
taking
should have
advantage.
ice sharded the fucking Talonflame because I think you can kill it now. Like you ice shard the Talonflame and then you bullet seed the fucking Great Tusk. Fuck.
Oh no, no! It's an accurate predict. He's predicting. He's really like calling all of J Wade's plays, and he's doing it right. He knows when the Talonflame's about to protect. He knows when he's about to target his Mon. He has been calling his plays left and right.
That's it for the Tusk.
We have proven who is the better Tusk. Just like he tried to prove who's the better Tauros last season. So the Tailwind is now dissipating. So there's a chance for a comeback here on Chris's side after a rough couple of early turns. We're going to see that really strong fake out coming back. Maybe double protect here. Maybe.
I think he's just gonna go for. He's like, whatever. Something's dying.
He's like, something's getting fucked up. Oh, god dang. Yeah, Aimba Palm does too much damage with fake out.
Even with the difference.
Oh, the recoil and Rocky helmet. And Rocky helmet. That bird just crashed into its own head. When the high horsepower will be enough.
Boom.
Okay, so we're seeing a lot of things just go down left and right. We are down to our last two Pokemon. Donphan is on the cusps of banning right here, but we have the real Great Tusk here.
Yeah.
All other ones are just posers.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess we try to high horsepower one of these Pokemon because it's super effective against both.
We know that he already terrored, so he can't terror the Heatran. I'm very surprised he didn't target the 4 times beat the ground Heatran here.
Yeah, he might have been afraid of following me anyway. He might have been like, "Oh, follow me."
Maybe he's just kind of like, well, I don't know. Yeah.
That big ass Heatran. Tatsugiri is sus of the other Pokemon. We're gonna bust out a really fast Muddy Water here. Electivire avoids, which sucks, but we do big damage. Oh, Supercell Slam. That's it for Cali Roll.
Yeah. That did so much damage off that Muddy Water, too.
And the Heat Wave is going to shore up the Donphan, unfortunately.
Yeah, just kind of nothing he could do. He put on a good show. He did prove that he had the real Donphan, the real Tusk. So he won the moral victory.
We could not shore up the actual victory, so unfortunately, J Wade does take the W by 2. And that was a really fast one. So, like, that. And it wasn't, like, bad. Like, they both did really good, but it was just fast because, they both had hard-hitting spread moves and were just really duking it out. There wasn't a lot going on there other than hitting each other in the face. Like, that's just what it was. So good show by both those players. Apom, Ambipom really put a good show on his name. We like to see that. Zach,
them fake nuts hurt.
They really fucking hurt. Zach, that's gonna bring us to you versus Dan. So bring us in here. Tell us what's up.
This is such a weird matchup. So, like, obviously, as you can see, I got Psychic Seed on the Giraffe Rig. I'm expecting, Psy Spam to go crazy. I'm trying to make sure, like, if he has side spam, I can just kind of take advantage of it. So, like, I got, like, you know what I mean, like, Scarf Ditto here with Psychic Terra, you know, to resist. I even have a Psychic Terra on the Basio down here. I'm just pretty much trying to take advantage of his side spam, and you know, sometimes you over prepare for a strategy, and they don't bring that strategy, and now you have a lot to consider now. So when I didn't see the Ndidi on his team, I was very not sure how to proceed, but I was just like, you know what, screw it. Let's just go, like, let's just lead, you know, strong off the gate.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that makes sense. And Dan, with the follow me Electabuzz, you know that static Electabuzz with follow me is annoying as fuck. So
Yeah.
let's see what's going on. All right, ready?
Yeah, man, let's do it.
1, 2, 3, and go. We turn this down a little because again, everybody records at different volumes. We are gonna really pay close attention to this match. I probably should have skipped ahead. I wish you would have told me. Actually, let's go ahead and skip ahead. Hang on.
Hey, man.
Jesus Christ,
I just try to. I just try to make sure it's recorded, man. I don't know what you want me to do.
Alright, we're gonna skip ahead to 1:06. Let me know when you get there.
Hold on.
1:06. Alright, 1, 2, 3, and go. Sheesh, you guys. Kick it off. This is a long one, too.
Dan took a while to make his picks. I was wondering if time was going to run out.
Intimidate, fake out. What is this, Jordan?
Yeah, man. So I'm not sure if I'm going to see an earthquake here. I have wide guard on this Bastiodon. I was expecting expanding force for the wide guard, but debating on wide guarding here. But I decided let's be safe versus a fake out. Why not?
Yeah, makes sense.
At this point, I'm not really like super attached to like Bastiodon out here. It doesn't really accomplish a whole lot that I wanted to. So I'm cool with switching it out. I was feeling really not great about this switch into Rillaboom because I'm like, okay, if he flamethrowers a spot, I'm in a tough spot.
Yeah. I mean, even though you have the assault vest, like Salazzle is no slouch when it comes to special offense.
Right.
Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Oh, he countered your fucking play, bro. He said, you're not going to use my terrain. I'm going to use your terrain.
Yeah. We had the same game plan.
And he toxics the spot, which is smart because if the Bastiodon had been there, like, and set up, you know, Iron Defense or whatever, like, we would have immediately put Toxic on it.
Yeah. No, it's even funnier because he has Corrosion, so, like, it would have Toxic the Bastiodon if I didn't tear it.
Yeah. It would have Toxic it anyway, unless you Terra Poison, yeah, I guess.
Well, no, because it's Steel type, so it's immune usually.
No, yeah, but Corrosion even will let you Toxic Poison types, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You get toxic
I think
anything.
it's just steel. Yeah.
Yeah, steel and poison types. Yep.
Good to know.
It basically, it just says anything that was immune to being poisoned is not immune to being poisoned anymore.
You're gonna get toxic. You're gonna like it. So he Terras.
Terra Dark.
Very interesting
Poison.
Terra.
Okay.
Nah, poison. He really does not like this Rillaboom. He wants to counter my Rillaboom any way he can.
We don't have the air balloon or the focus sash.
He had a covert cloak in case I faked it out. I took it. I took a gamble right there. I was like, you know what? Let's see. Let's see if he's got focus sash on it or not.
Super Saiyan 3 fucking Goku looking stout with the drum.
So I have Terra Ice on this Sandy Shocks, and I almost go for the Ice Terra Blast into the Salamence, and I'm just like, I could, but I really don't need to.
Better man.
It's a weird situation to be in.
I would have done it, bro. I would have fucking done it.
Yeah. Well, right now I'm looking at this this gator like it's a problem. I need to do something about it. I'm really trying to. I did that to bait out that protect. I was like, I feel like he's gonna protect here, protect and try to get rid of my Rillaboom. So come in, and I was really happy to see this breaking swipe because I have foul play on this Bastiodon. So you know what I mean?
Yeah. He's just giving you stages.
I could get some. Exactly. I could just kind of get some mileage out of his own strategy. So at this point, now I baited out the protect. I feel pretty calm about Earth powering this spot. Not a lot of things really want to switch into an Earth power from Sandy Shocks. I just kind of double target it because now I know it can't protect anymore. And after seeing a breaking swipe, I felt pretty good about him not having Earthquake on Salamence. So I was like, okay,
Yeah,
let's kind of go off a little here. Yeah. If I can get rid of this Gator, that's a big problem out the way. So he withdraws. He loses his Grassy Seed boost too in that process. And then comes the Mechamaru, and this is going to take a pretty good chunk of damage.
Hell yeah.
And the first thing I noticed, because when I was going into this preparing for the matchup, I knew that no matter what I did, the Iron Valiant outspeeds me, but it doesn't have booster energy, and I do, so I am now not afraid of getting outsped by it.
Nice. Why doesn't it have booster energy, you think? Something else on his team with booster energy?
He's using a different kind of set. He's not using it as offensive, like as his main attacker. He's using something else with it.
It's taking a significant chunk of his life, though. You guys are just like
Oh
not
yeah,
sure what you want to do.
yeah, dude. It's kind of like kind of just all over the place with this matchup. Makes a pretty solid protect there, and he gets in his follow me user with little trouble.
Bulky bitch. Ooh, static.
I was really surprised because I felt like, you know, I had to decrease in attack. I felt like I should do a solid bit of damage, but hardly anything. The EVO light just puts in a lot of work for this Electabuzz. Really bulky. And now that I'm paralyzed, I don't even really feel good about trying the whole, you know, iron defense body press stuff. I'm like, let's just get this dead weight out of here for right now.
Okay. Not a whole lot to really bring in here.
No.
This fucking match. We were already Earth Power in that spot, I think, right?
Nah, I protected. I expected to follow me into an attack. I wasn't trying to just let him get a free attack off. And thanks to him, I'm poisoned, so I don't even have to worry about static.
And it's toxic, so we reset that counter every time you move out. Like, normal poison is not as good as toxic, but the benefit of being toxic versus normal poison is every time you switch, you reset that counter. So it's like 132 now. So it's not that bad. Now then it's 116, I think.
Yeah. So he does a really good predict here. He sees what's going to happen, so I kind of double target in a spot and get no kind of value out of it, and he just gets this Registeel in for free, basically. Maybe he's trying to play like the passive game, but the toxic. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna let him kill himself.
I can see that. Is this last turn to turn into, or?
Nah, I think no. It just got set back up when I brought in Rillaboom.
Okay. I thought it was down already.
So like, right now it's like this Electabuzz has been a pain in the ass. So I'm like trying to get rid of it, like no matter what. But unfortunately, I kind of play a little bit into his hands here. Because I've already made what I want to do shown when I double targeted it the first time, so now he's probably like, he's going to try and do it again. And he expects that. So now my Earth Power is going to do very, very little. This is why usually, you know, I'm a fan of no matter what I do the last turn, switching up whatever I'm going to do the next turn so that stuff doesn't happen. But I guess I wasn't really like on my A game right there. It's a pretty stressful match, you know. You can't let this Registeel get out of control. It's tough to know where to go from here.
Yeah.
I'm doing a pretty solid job of holding my Terra until I really, really need it. And right now, I just haven't felt a need to Terra because you know Ice is such a fragile typing. I don't want to just waste it, you know.
Yeah.
All it would take is like one close combat or a spear, and he's down for the count. So Earth Power is going to do a solid chunk of damage.
We love to see that, you know. That's something we like to see.
Mm-hmm.
This punk rock has been just out here the whole game, just doing solid.
Doing its thing.
Yeah, solid D.
Put in work. Yeah. Like debating back and forth. I'm like, I know the Surge Seal has to go. I saw the Iron Defense. I know it's going to be a problem if I just let it get out of control.
Yeah, God forbid he does another one.
Right.
And just more.
At this point, I didn't even really care about the Salamence at this point.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we're just baiting out Protects out here. I knew he was going to protect that turn, knowing how much damage that Earth Power did. Just a lot of stall, a lot of bulkiness on both sides. A lot of animations. That's what you love to see in Pokemon games. A lot of animations.
That is what you love to see. That's what I love to see, you know?
Yeah, man. Oh, absolutely. I give it the helping hand. I'm trying to take something out. Finally, the bulky damn Electabuzz is gone. It's done. I was tired of it. It's out of here. My body press will be enough. So it's not looking too good. We got 5 Pokemon, but it's not looking too great for me. I don't really have any kind of advantage out here. And we're kind of like playing tug of war right now. But you gotta always be afraid of setting up when someone's got a Scarf Ditto in the back.
Yep, that's true.
So now I copy his boost. I'm the problem now. I'm the captain now. Decide if he's gonna body press me, I ain't trying to take any damage from it.
Right.
Psychic Terror coming kind of clutch here. This coaching does significant work, giving it a boost to both offenses.
Hell yeah.
I probably wouldn't have OK'd it from there, even with the without the coaching, but we are now sitting in a very interesting position here. He's going to try and keep setting up, and now we are on a clock. clock is ticking, and now I'm saying, screw the Registeel. Let it do what it wants to do, but I need to start taking things out.
Killing it, bro.
Trying to bring it back. It's tough though when you got this clock, man. You gotta really think like ahead.
Yeah. That's true. Fucking clock. You guys have just been like really working the clock.
Makes a pretty clutch call right here to switch out. It's something that resists body press. And the high horsepower will take out my muck.
And the clock's gonna strike the time. I mean, why not protect, right? Like, what's the point?
Actually, I think it was better for him to do some kind of attack.
I'm
because
talking about you.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't even do it anymore. I was trying to switch out. The game would not let me. The match was decided by 1.
That's crazy.
So really weird match. Yeah, really weird match. One of them unfortunate things about the timer, you have to consider it. So when you make your moves, you have to make them count, and that's just how it kind of goes.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it is what it is. Good shit out of both players.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It's not often you get a no, you're good. It's not often you get a match that goes that close, where it's like every move counts at the 3-minute mark. Some games, like a Reese's game, you can see like, okay, there's a clearly decided winner, but I think in that whole exchange, there really wasn't a winner until the very end.
Right. No, I agree. It was one of those things that's just like it's an all day situation.
Yeah. Yep.
Boom. All right. Hey. So for those of you that don't know, I am based in Charlotte, North Carolina. In addition to Digimon, I'm a big fan of Pokemon. I'm a big fan of Digimon. So we're gonna skip ahead, by the way, here as well to because I noticed first this time. We're gonna go to a minute 14. Uh, there is a regional, finally an in-person regional again for Digimon coming to Concord, North Carolina, which is not too far from me. So it just went live. Tickets just went live for PPG, and I got registered. So I am going to a regional. Yay!
Good luck. You
Yeah,
said 111, right?
yeah. 114 is what I said, but
Oh, okay. 114.
I got in there, bro. I got my ticket, bro. Like the
Hey.
thing about Digimon regionals and really any Bandai regionals, it's kind of the same for Yu-Gi-Oh, but like Yu-Gi-Oh, they don't like sell out like that. Like Digimon and Bandai regionals in general, especially in-person ones, because they don't do it very often, they sell out all the time, like immediately.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they prize for those with like exclusive arts that are like hundreds of dollars. Like
Nice.
the arts that you get are just for entering, you get like at least one event pack, I'm pretty sure, and like hundreds of dollars worth of value just in participation pack, and then you can go further from that. Like if you do really well, obviously like the winner of the regional, like the winner card, the actual like exclusive to the winner is like $2,500 to $10,000 depending on like what card it is.
Jeez.
So like
Wow.
yeah, and that's for Digimon. Like the One Piece one, like if you're doing One Piece card game, like the
Oh, dude, yeah, I heard that
dude
shit's expensive.
Dude, the fucking One Piece winners cards are like fucking 25 grand, bro. Like fucking insane
Dude,
value in that
money.
game.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we're going to skip to minute 14. Let me know when you're there.
Yeah, man, I'm good.
Okay, now this is Tai versus Isamu. This is Isamu's first recorded match of the PLC. This is Tai's, technically, I think, first recorded match of the season because he hasn't been up against any recording players, I don't think, yet. And he also normally doesn't have recording because he is without a capture card. So he wasn't really working with Zach and I on Saturday night, but we were all in Discord, and Zach and I were talking about the match. He was doing some planning. We were like, yeah, Yachi Berry on the Glide score because that's where you want it, and like also blah blah blah. We were just kind of talking about like the matchup and what he should do,
Yeah,
and
spitballing ideas.
and
Yeah.
then we were going over the ideas of him. Like we were like, you should practice against randoms. Just fucking go against randoms, and like you can do ladder too. Like Aris likes to do ladder because they're like legit teams or whatever. But like I just like to do randoms because some of them are legit teams, some of them are just all legends teams. And let me tell you something, like you're gonna beat a lot of legends teams, and then also you're going to lose to some of the Legends teams, but it's going to give you crazy situational awareness of the team that you're using because you have all of these different factors. Like, no, it's not going to prepare you exactly for your opponent's team. That's not the idea. The idea is to learn your team in and out and make it a little bit more cohesive so it works functionally, and then for your team to have answers for potential threats on your opponent's team, right? So you want to know how to maneuver your team like the back of your hand. So practicing with your actual team that you plan for your opponent against randoms is really helpful. So we went over that with Ty, and he played a bunch of randoms, and then I think him and Zach played one match, but yeah, he got some practice in, and then he happened to be in Charlotte. And went and saw Aris, and Aris was like, "Hey, you got your match?" Because they were supposed to battle at like 1, I think, and Osamu was like, "Nah, I'm sleeping." And this was already a pushed back match, so they were already late. And then Ty was like, "All right, well, I'm gonna hang out with Aris," and he was hanging out with Aris. Osamu was like, "Hey, I'm available," and then Aris was like, "Hey, you can record it if you want." So they set up the capture card for Ty, and we got this match. So I'm excited to see it. Are you ready, Zach?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, 1, 2, 3, and go. Now, this is the first ever recorded footage of Osamu in general in the PLC, so this is good shit. We like to see new players on the stream. We like to see what they can do. Um, And Osamu has been doing well, so like we you know, this is gonna give us our first kind of visual
First
into
glimpse.
his gameplay, right? Like we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
And this is a common lead for him, for what I hear.
Very strong lead on both sides.
Now, we went over one of the things we said, Osamu, I hope you're not listening because I don't want you to remember this, but one of the things we said is, first turn, he's always going to protect with that fucking wheezing. And let's see if we were right.
Did he have neutralizing gas on that? Because I didn't even see a trigger.
Let's see. He did not protect. We were wrong. So you're not going to protect me. We're going to get the Will-O-Wisp out. That's big shit.
That is big on the Hisuian Samurais.
I guess he wasn't afraid. Now he can protect us, so it's like, fuck. like, you know,
yeah.
We protected with the Iron Moth so we could scout out and potentially hit him with a Psychic type move. But now, we don't even have a Psychic type move on this Iron Moth, do we? Oh well. Alright, set up Sun so we can cut off as much damage from him as possible. Now we do get to protect because we kind of knew that was coming. So good on you, Ty. Ceaseless Edge gonna do not shit because of the Will-O-Wisp, but it is gonna set up spikes, and that's what we want. We want to set up some spikes, bro. Why not? Because we're still getting value out of that. So even though we're burned and we're not doing that much damage, we're still getting a lot of value out of the spikes. So fuck it, do it again, right? Do it again. Come on, do it again. Just set up more spikes, bro.
That's what I would do, yeah.
Yes. Fuck it, Heat Wave, bro. Or yeah, I guess Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, did he Will-O-Wisp it?
He Will-O-Wisp the Empoleon.
Oh, I don't know why. It's a special attacker. Yeah, you just got Hydro Pumps. That's so weird.
Yeah, I was gonna Heat Wave, but I mean, I'm not the player, so.
And I get it.
More spikes, more spikes, more spikes. What can we get? We can get 3 spikes max.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you get free layers. Yep. And Stealth Rock if you're crazy.
He withdrew the Empoleon.
Oh wow.
For Latias, so the burn's still not that big a deal.
Oh,
but
and this Ceaseless Edge is gonna hurt too. It's Dark type, so.
Yeah, the burn's still really lowering that, but the spikes go up again. We got 2 layers of spikes now. And spikes hits everything for a percentage, right? Like a fraction. So like 2 layers is 1/16 and 3 layers is 1/8. Is that correct?
Something like that, I believe. Yeah.
Spikes,
I want to say
damage Pokemon. Let's see. 3 shit! 3 layers is 25%.
Oh wow.
2 layers is 16%, and 3 layers is 25%. You're losing fucking a quarter of your life just switching in.
Yeah, that's tough.
So every switch matters so much, and that's not something we see a lot in doubles because we just got access to moves that set up without having to take turns. Yeah, like
that's really cool.
Yeah, so Stone Axe and Ceaseless Edge are like really dope for doubles now because we get access to setting up without having to waste our turns.
Yeah, exactly. We're not super passive.
Now, did the spikes hit that Latias? Don't they normally have Levitate?
Yeah. Oh, no. Latias does not have Levitate.
Latias
does
neutralizing gas. Oh, because the neutralizing gas! He fucked himself over.
Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy. What happened?
It's like, wait, what? They changed that ability? Yeah, they should have gave Miss Magius mystical power.
Yeah. That would have been great for her. Miss Magius has a really dope move pool.
Yeah, we're all fans of Miss Magius here.
So, did he get the third layer up that last turn just then? I think
yes.
he did.
So yes, he did. No, he did.
Now we don't give a fuck. Let's let Samurott die. I don't care. Like, just do damage, as much damage as possible. Or pull it back, I guess. Yeah, sure. Why not? I would just swing with it. Like, let it fucking chip away.
Yeah, it did its job, dude. Fuck it. That's kind of like what we were getting at before, where it's like, you know, you gotta just like let shit die.
Yeah, like
once they've done their job.
And if they're ignoring it, like whatever, who cares? Like let it fucking let it chip.
Exactly.
Just liquidation, bro. What is it? What are you doing? Liquidation or
such a hard call for a mod that's burnt.
He just swatched in the Iron Moth too. I'm surprised he's swapping it out.
I don't think he meant to switch that out.
He might have.
Oh, okay. Oh, juicy recover on Asamu's part. Oh, that's a lot of health back.
Okay, this is
I don't think he meant to switch out that Iron Moth. You can see he was kind of like undecided.
He was running out of time there too, so he started losing.
It felt like a panic decision.
Mystical Fire, yeah, we want to lower that special attack so he can recover only one missed ball.
That's what that does. 50% chance to lower special attack.
Well, Mystical Fire is 100%. Does missed ball also lower?
Yeah, 50% chance to lower special attack, and it's have 95 base power now.
Lower missing swings sucks for the Samurai. Damn, they increased that damage by a lot.
They needed to, because it was always like, it was a cool move, but it was always like, you're not going to bring this over like Psychic, you know?
Yeah. And it is the signature move of Latias. Is literally the only thing that she has. Like, she's the only Pokemon that has that, so, like, you might as well give her the decent.
I'm a fan of the idea of buffing signature moves. Because there's so many cool signature moves that are, like, in theory they're dope, but they're just, like, so niche that, like, can't justify it over their more reliable options. Like, Rillaboom's like Rillaboom has a really cool move in drum beating, but like the fact that it doesn't hit both opponents, or the fact that like it's not 100 base power at least, like it makes it not really worth bringing.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan of buffing the signature moves up, like in their damage output, to actually make them worth using. I wish they would do it more often. So fun fact, this is now a poison type Latias, and neutralizing gas means it does not have levitate. So this Latias is now weak to Earthquake if he chooses to use it. Which I'm not gonna lie, I would do.
Right.
just for the fact that you can say, yeah, I Earthquaked the Latias, yeah.
He went for the ice beam.
Coming in. Fuck you. Yeah, took it like a champ. That's a season free special out of Gliscor. I wonder who Handsome Devil played Gliscor in Season 3 like that.
Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah, I felt like that would have been a really good turn to Earthquake. He would have hit both Pokemon super effective. But I guess he was really afraid of like hurting his own Mismagius, which I understand.
Yeah, now that he's lost his Levitate, yeah. And now anything that's coming in is immediately dropping 25% HP. Doesn't matter that it's a Mimikyu. 25%.
Oh,
Goodbye.
yeah, bye. Decent chip. Decent chip.
Okay, now, yeah, I mean, fuck it.
It's
Miss
like-
Magius has done her job. I guess you could Swords Dance and break. Nah, Miss Magius has done her job. Shadow Ball the fucking spot and break that disguise.
That's what we talked about. You gotta let shit.
Oh,
die.
disguise isn't even up because of the
No,
fucking.
it is.
No, because
No. I'm telling you, you can't negate disguise. Disguise is a form-related ability. You can't negate it. So he keeps his disguise.
I mean, you can Mold Breaker it.
You can mold breaker it, but you can't like negate it with neutralizing gas. It's like schooling with wishy-washy.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of them, like multi-type, Zen mode, stance change, power construct, schooling, RKS system, shields down, battle bond, comatose, disguise, gulp missile, and ice face. Why comatose? Why can't you, like, what? Is it because
I don't know.
Kamala's just fucking? It's
always
asleep, bro.
It's always asleep.
Whoa, disguise broke. We got the disguise break.
I guess it's like whatever is related to the Pokemon's like body chemistry, I guess, is the reason, I guess.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy, your taunt's not gonna matter here. Okay, so Shadow Sneak probably gonna pick up the Gliscor if he targets
This
it.
Weezing has been putting in a lot of work. It's been here the whole game. It's been putting in way too much work.
I knew he was gonna protect. I would not have.
Oh my goodness.
I would have just Fiery Danced the fucking Mimikyu, man.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, man?
Well, it doesn't matter now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay, we're gonna see Curse out here. Curse, along with the spikes, doing a lot of damage now.
Well, Curse, we don't have spikes on our side.
Oh, sorry, you're right.
But Curse is gonna take 25%, I think it is, right? No?
I believe so. Yeah. So that thing's on the clock now. And with only 3 Pokemon left in the game, there's not many chances to switch it out. If he's going to do it, he's got to do it now. This is not looking good for Todd.
Yeah, so they'll lose 1/4 every turn. It's actually not
Yeah,
looking that bad.
25%.
Don't fake out the... Okay. No! Inner focus!
Yeah, you would know all about that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would know all about that.
It looks like he did.
I swore he picked the Weezing.
Oh no! Actually, that doesn't matter. Neutralizing gas, it doesn't have inner
Oh
focus anymore.
yeah! Neutralizing gas screwing his own Pokemon up all game. If I'm Ty, I'm close combating that Entei now. Like,
Oh my god, this clock is ticking.
alright, 3-4, but everything is pretty damaged. Screw it. Ty's playing it close to the vest here. Just trying to leave the wheezing in. I don't want you to survive. Yeah, close combat. It's going to kill the Entei. Boom. Picked it up. All right. Now we're 3-3. Whatever comes in is taking 25% off the top. Apollyon, okay. We're going to close combat Apollyon then. No. I guess we could Thunderbolt it. Yeah, there's no reason to close combat it. Yay! Yay! And now the last Pokemon is going to come in, take a fat 25% on entry, and be up against two of probably the greatest special attackers in the game. And the booster energy is finally going to trigger because, what are you trying? Dude, he's already out there. Ty's panicking. He's like, who's alive? And we're going to get that booster energy right now. Oh, against the Regice. Oh, shit. What? We're getting special attack boost?
Okay.
Yeah.
I was talking that whole time and realized it kicked me out. I don't know why it does that. After a while, my phone will just straight up kick me out.
Your choice, Spec, so... I didn't hear you, so I'm sorry about that. I mean, obviously it kicked you out, but... And the Fiery Dance and the Thunderbolt are going to clean up.
This game. That was a really tough comeback for your boy Ty right there. It was looking really grim. Neutralizing gas put in a lot of work on both sides of the table.
Yeah, it really fucked over Osamu in a lot of ways. It fucked over Ty in a lot of ways, and then the spikes just did their job. And
yeah, they did.
You love to see that, like, really good set for
Absolutely.
both players. Well, that is gonna be the 2-0 for Ty. So congratulations, Ty. I think that might be his first victory this season so far. So congratulations to Ty. And you won by 1 in time, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, that leads us to our last match of the week, which is me versus Jordan. Going into this, I was like, Jordan has Intimidate. Like, and Fake Out on like everything. I don't like that. So we're bringing Guard Dog again. Okie dokie just loves to be intimidated if you are going to try. He loves it. So, Guard Dog is good for that. Guard Dog also, what's the other effect? It actually came into play on one of these weeks. It has a second effect too.
It cannot be forced out. Like Roar, Whirlwind.
Yep, that's right. And that's kind of a clutch. I mean, it's not that crazy, but yeah. You will not be switching us out. So that's a dope ability there for Okidogi. And I was like, fuck it, Mesprit is just a really bulky, good Pokemon. So we'll bring that. And, Jay's team has a lot of support. I mean, Jordan's team has a lot of support. And he has access to screens. So I knew it was just going to be a slog fest. And I was like, I want screens too, because I need to be able to save damage on my Pokemon while he's saving damage. Like, if we're gonna be doing damage, I want to be protected. So that's the idea here. And then we brought Infiltrator. Thank you, Zach. Infiltrator. The second time we see that this week on the Dragapult, so we can get behind those screens and just do big special attacking damage in case he intimidates, because we don't have Clear Body because we have Infiltrators, so we're special attackers today. You ready?
Hey man, let's do it.
Okay, so like I picked my team, right, and then I like hit record, and then Jordan was taking forever. Like I hit record, I hit stop record 3 times. I was like record, And I waited, and he didn't pick, and I was like, stop, record, stop, record, and like, and because like
You're
I
you're
was trying to
so
make sure,
anal about it.
I was trying to make sure we got the perfect recording, right? So at like the
You're
15
so
second mark, I
anal.
was like, let's do it again, and I did get the perfect recording time here. So you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, 1, 2, 3, and go. This is the last match of the week, and thank God because we are coming close to me having to start working here. Um, and yeah, so let's get this out of the way so I can get the fuck out of here. 5 matches is really cutting it close, and the only reason that we're able to even showcase all 5 here before I work is because one of them was 8 minutes and one of them was 10 minutes. And then 2 of them were 20 minutes, so it was like, that time frame. So here, the idea...
Yeah, we had a lot.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. I was saying we had a lot of games like really good, cut close to time.
Yeah. Your game was really long. The last game was really long. My game goes pretty long. So here the idea was like if he tries to set up anything with the Malamar, I can stop him from doing that, and I can get advantage by using U-turn. And I also just liked this lead because I could fake out something to stop it from doing something, and then I can U-turn if I need to, or I can just do big damage on something else. That was kind of the mentality going in here.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta interrupt you for a minute. I just find it hilarious how glitchy the game still is, where like sometimes the camera will just pan to the freaking ceiling.
Yeah. Dude, look how my recording
Like,
is.
why?
You can see
Like,
my
what?
Scizor. Like, why were the first 2 recordings you couldn't see the Pokemon? You can see my Pokemon.
I don't know, dude. This game is stupid. I don't know. Maybe it's the size of the Pokemon.
No, I do think that it's how they were recording. I think it's how they set up their capture
No,
cards.
I genuinely no. I'm telling you, that's how it looks on the game. On the game console, that's how it looks. It cuts them off at the end.
That's weird. But yeah, so we get the free hit on the U-turn for good, decent damage on the on that Pokemon. We're gonna bring out Mesprit here because I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. I decide I'm gonna set up Reflect first because I don't want Emboar doing a big amount of damage, and then I'm like, do I Terra here? I think I'm gonna Scout Protect.
Yeah, game be glitchy.
Yeah, and then he also Scout Protects with the Burb. So we both Scout Protect our Psychic types. And
Such
then
play.
I set up Reflect for my side. And it was at this point that Jordan was like, fuck, I forgot the Sableye had screens.
Look at the graphics on this Earthquake, though. It's so funny.
I think it
Like,
might
that's
also
the
have
biggest-
to do... Yeah.
It's got to be the size. It's got to be the size of the actual Pokemon.
No, I think that it's the arena. Because we're inside now, so the camera's lower to the
Oh
ground.
yeah.
I think it has to do with the arena, because those other ones were like outside arenas. I wish they would let us pick our arena too. Like, it's really shitty that they just randomly select our arena.
I mean, at least we get more arenas now. I remember for like the longest time last year, it was like you only got the schoolyard and that was it.
I was like, bro, you forget that I have Levitate, and then he Shadow Balls. I'm like, I got Light Screen up, I almost Terra'd, but and I was like, whoa! What the fuck? And the crit. So he OHKOs the Mesprit through screens with a crit, and that's like a lot of damage. Like, you to kill a Mesprit in one hit, even without screens, even with a super effective attack, is almost unheard of.
I know you were tilted when you saw that.
I was like, fuck. Like,
you've been trying to show off with this thing for a minute.
So now I'm like, well, what do we do here? Let's protect to Scout. And I think he also protects the scout. Again. Yeah, Blueberry Arena is cool.
This is that dojo, and I think it's called Maladi or something like that. Medali. That's it, I think.
Dude.
Where the normal type guy is.
Jordan taking forever to make his moves.
I told you. He kept talking shit in the chat. I was like, bro, took so much longer than me to make your moves.
Sableye just chilling, not giving a fuck
Man,
about earthquakes.
He just loving this earthquake right now.
So now I'm like, do I switch out the... Huh, what do I do here? I want to set back up fake out, I think. So I'm going to bring out the dog.
Almost pushing the beamer.
And then I'm going to hit the shadow ball, right? Like, no? Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He knows I'm faster. He scouted it. So he probably doesn't want Articuno sitting out here because he knows I'm a ghost type, so... Treasure Eatery in the Dolly, says Simon.
Yeah.
That was one of the things that I didn't like about Sword and Shield 2 is that you couldn't choose your arena. Like, there were so many cool arenas. Like,
but you always got the you always got the psychedelic one.
Yeah, like why he sends out Malamar. So he tries to send out his lead again. I'm like, okay, like, big deal, bro. Now I got my fucking lead back, chilling.
I never knew Malamar floated like that.
Yeah, because
like with its legs closed up. Well, no, like with its legs closed up, like it actually looks like a squid.
Yeah.
I'm used to seeing it just having it like legs.
Now I'm like, I just want a Draco Meteor that spot because I want Malamar dead before it can close combat set up. And then I'm gonna try to gunk shot this Grimmsnarl to see how much damage I can do. Because if he fakes out, you know he fakes out. It is what it is. But he might set up screens. And he does set up the reflect, so I'm like, fuck. Draco Meteor is going to do a significant chunk of Embor's HP, almost killing it in one hit. And then the gunk shot's going to go off. We almost kill it through screens, and then boom! Poison. Remember, we have Guard Dog, so we don't have Toxic Chain for that. And the poison is going to be enough to put down the Grimmsnarl, so he does not get to set up light screens. Like I told you, bro. Remember, we had that debate, you were like...
Yeah.
Alright, now Illumise comes out, so we are a little like, fuck man, I hate this Illumise.
What did the Illumise ever do to you, bro?
We just hate it. We just don't like it. I can't decide what to do. I think I'm going to knock it off. And then we don't want Dragapult to take any more damage. So we're going to pull out for Clefable, who is a beast of a Pokemon. Lots of switches this game, much like the other games in this one, except it's a little bit more offensive than the other games that where there were a lot of switches. And he Iron Heads the spot. I was like, fuck! And then it didn't do that much damage. I was like, thank God, screens. So I was expecting an Earthquake out of that to do a good amount of damage to the Okidogi, but he ends up not doing that.
That's cool, Simon. I didn't know how Lucha can fly.
It's a bird, bro.
Yeah, no, like, every time you see it in game, it's always standing on its legs. But he said in battle, he's seen it fly.
Press X to doubt. No, it doesn't actually fly in battle. And not so much so that if you recall sky battles in
Oh no, no,
X
no.
and Y.
It's different. They change the animations. So it's like sometimes, depending on when you bring them out or which side you bring them out on, sometimes they'll fly, sometimes they'll do their standing animation. It's really weird.
Yeah, but that does not apply to. I looked up who it applies to, and it does not apply to um, Halucha. Halucha is never seen flying. You are wrong. Not you, but Simon. The Pokemon that are sometimes seen flying are Screamtail, Jigglypuff, Mewtwo, Heracross, Gengar, Oricorio, and Decidueye. But never will you ever see Halucha flying. Sorry, Simon. We do hate Volbeat.
Nah, man, that struggle bug put in work.
Yeah, but because I have Unaware, it's not even going to matter for that. I do go Terra Dark, and this is where I'm like, okay, brought in the Malamar. I need to remember to protect next turn. But I totally don't remember to protect next turn. He Freezing Glares. I'm a little shook by the potential side effect of that, but it doesn't go off. And his Life Orb is going to do a little bit of damage. And my knockoff is going to kill the bird.
Shot that bird.
I didn't actually... I'm sorry, Simon. You have never seen that. That's actually... The game that the Pokemon came out in had a thing called Sky Battles. And Halucha was not permitted in Sky Battles, even though it's a flying type, because it's never seen flying.
You know those have been updated, right?
What do you mean? I just looked up which Pokemon's animations.
No, I'm saying...
I looked up present day which Pokemon's animations can fly. Screamtail can. Halucha is never seen flying. I just looked it up. And I forgot to protect, but because of the screens,
oh my god,
we don't.
Superpower did so much. Oh, and he got a crit on it too.
Yeah, but because of the screens, we don't die, even though we're weak to it. And the Scald is going to put us in range to chew on a berry and come back swinging. We did not get burned either. And unfortunately, Simon, again, you have never seen that. I'm sorry.
You're so serious about this.
You can even look up all of Halucha's animations. They don't have one.
I just don't understand why you care so much.
The only time you've seen it fly is when it does flying press.
So this is an interesting situation to be in now.
I will ban you from stream, Simon.
Okay. No, he's like our most dedicated watcher. Stop.
The crit again on the BMO still survives because of the screens.
Critting that dog. What did that dog do to you?
Crit City, bitch. Crit City, bitch.
Yeah, he called you a meanie, bro.
Bro, I looked it up. I researched it. You're wrong. My team's light screen wore off.
I didn't care enough to research it. I'm sorry, Simon.
And now I'm like, oh shit, I need to set up screens again. And this is where I make a mistake.
Do you ever feel like you don't like you play it too safe sometimes?
Me?
Instead of being a little bit more. Instead of like being a little bit more aggressive.
I'm always aggressive. This is the safest I've played in a long time. You are famous for playing it a little too safe. I'm usually very aggressive. I actually normally will leave stuff in just to die because I don't want something to take a free hit.
Yeah.
Um, and that's part of one of the reasons my score is always kind of really close. So here I'm gonna fake out the inner focus mod like an idiot. And Jordan again taking forever to decide what to do. I'm like, yeah, faked out. You can't do shit.
Hey man, all I'm saying is Jordan called me out and he was wrong.
Alright, so the Ice Beam doesn't get the freeze. I was like, haha! We're gonna get this now. We're gonna get the Thunderbolt. It does like almost no damage. So I'm like, let me get the light screens back up. Because we're about to lose Reflect too. If we did not just already lose it, which I think we did just this last turn. And I read. You see me reading Moonblast here. It's because I'm like, doesn't this do like a chance to lower special attack? And it does. So I'm like, all right, we get the stab bonus because the Thunderbolt didn't do shit. And we get the stab bonus and the potential drop in special attack, and that's what we want. And it turns out we picked properly because he does actually go Terra Ground to be immune to the Thunderbolt. He goes for that after we got the screens back up. The light screens are back up. Struggle Bug's going to go, and because of the screens, we're not losing that Delgado, so we can set back up Reflect, even though it really doesn't matter because these are his last two Pokemon. And we're going to Moonblast that spot. And we get the fucking percent chance to lower special attack. So this Suicune is nerfed. I have Light Screen up. He's lost a stage of special attack. There's nothing he can do about it. And with my Marvin the Martian, I'm just going to try again to Moonblast and hopefully get another special attack drop. Or at least a stab bonus damage.
Jordan, if you are watching this,
he's not.
If you are watching this sometimes, I'm just saying, if you are watching this at some point, I do feel like sometimes you struggle, right? Because you're like, I'm only going to Terra Suicune every game, and that's the only one that matters, right? You should be prepared to have any mon able to Terra at any point. Just like, to swing the tide of a game.
So one of the things we talked about I talked to Jordan about this, is like his Pokemon. He just lost Reflect, so now we're good to go. His Pokemon, like Suicune, is a really good Suicune and Grimmsnarl, great Pokemon. Suicune is a tank with good supporting options, and it can be a really offensive Pokemon with like Calm Mind boost, but it really is primarily a tank supporter, right? And Grimmsnarl, likewise, is more of a tank supporter. So both his Astrus Pokemon are tanks. Like he doesn't have access to shit that's like gonna be doing a shit ton of damage, unfortunately.
Right.
Unless he like gets the boosts off, and that's where like his team kind of lacks, is like whereas somebody like me, I have Politoed, which does decent damage but is mostly support for Rain. I have Dragapult, which does a fuck ton of damage, and the Tailwind does peter out. So now he's gonna we pretty sure he's gonna set back up Tailwind, and I'm like, do I want to lose this Pokemon?
Yeah, I'm of the faith of like you should always plan to Terra any mon for any reason. There's times where, I Terra the support mon. Maybe I'll have Ghost Terra on something that I don't want to get faked out.
So he scalded.
If it wins the match, it wins them.
He scalded the bug, and the bug did not get burned, but also had Trailblaze. This is one of the only times that Trailblaze is going to be useful because it hits a grass type / he Terra grounded it, and we have the Technician boost, which makes it worth it, right? So now we're like, oh, let's protect score. I only have 10 HP left.
I mean, if you're listening, don't use Trailblaze unless you have Technician, like Scizor does. But it's the only time it's useful.
I wouldn't, like, you need to be aware of what your opponents can, like, what their Terra options are best there, but I wouldn't be worried about, like, planning for what your opponent's Terras are.
Yeah. Your Terra is what matters.
Yeah. So the dual Wing Beat is going to kill the bug, and we're happy that we had bug on bug crime. And we get the 3-0. So we didn't lose. We protected score that last turn by pulling out the Marvin the Martian. And bringing in our Dragapult to just take a struggle bug, but we knew that the dual wing beat was going to do what it needed to do on Volbeat, and with that, that is the last match of the week. That is our victory for me. So I'm 3 weeks running with victories. So I'm happy to start the season off strong because my schedule does not get any easier. In fact, it only gets harder from here. Well, not only harder because Jordan's a pretty hard opponent, but it gets pretty hard from here. We are cutting it kind of close, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull up next week's matches real quick. I want to say thank you everybody for participating this week. You guys did great. Uh, I really appreciate that, Zach. Before we get into the matches, I just want to say thank you for being my co-host again and coming out early in the morning for doing this. Appreciate that. All right, so guys, that's thank you. That is your showcase for week 3. Thank you for all the players that played. Here are your upcoming matches for week 4. Let's take a look. So week 4, we got Mike Hendo versus Evan. Evan's schedule is pretty bad. Like he's got Mike. He did Aris then Mike back to back. So that's really rough. I think actually, you know how you and I have like people every week. I think the same thing is for Aris and Mike. I think they are off by 1 week with each other. Um, so like everything like next week, I think Mike's gonna play Speakman in week 5, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Nope. All right, so they are not like that at all. Actually, Mike and Aris will play each other in week 5. Interesting. That's gonna be a good one. Battle of the Brothers. That's a rival match. We gotta make sure that goes up. But anyway, week 4, Mike versus Evan, Zach versus Jay. That's a big one. That is a rival match. So Zach versus Jay rival match. It is called the Terrakion Tussle. Um, that's gonna be a good match. Justin versus Brendan. Justin's still trying to get his first seasonal victory. He's been having really tight games. I hope he does good against Brendan, but Brendan also trying to get some more points on the board. So I know he's coming strong. SB versus J Wade. SB, good luck. Your team has taken kind of a pretty big hit. I think you have some potential, but like the way that things have worked for you, your team really needs kind of a restructuring, and hopefully you'll be able to have a chance to do that soon. Maybe we'll see about getting you some Pokemon to your team. Maybe getting you access to some stuff. Who knows? Then we bring up Ty versus Brian. That's a really good match. So Ty looking to keep his win streak going. Brian looking to keep his win streak going. Because they both had kind of hit or miss weeks back to back. So hopefully they can keep that going. And then we have Speakman versus Aris. So that's a great match from last season. Or we didn't actually get that from last. Well, we had a match, but they didn't play in finals because Brendan beat Speakman out. So this is the finals we never got because Brendan beat Speakman. So that's a pretty good match. They're both really good players. I think they play really well against each other. And Speakman takes it pretty seriously when they play. So hopefully we see a good match. Grants versus Isamu, so 2 rookies. That's not a rival match, but it's definitely one to pay attention to. We got double rookie match there. Grants, I would say watch the footage from this week so you can kind of get an idea of how Isamu plays because it's pretty. I mean, I think that's based on what I've heard from his previous matches. This match was very indicative. Like he wants to keep the Weezing out there as long as possible. He wants to keep it alive. He's going to be protecting it a lot. It's a Pokemon that he likes to keep alive. Then we have Jordan Herrera versus Simon Dahl. Simon, good luck next week. I hope you do really well. Jordan, I know you're coming off of a loss there. You're salty. This is also a rival matches. This is the match of 2 players with equal skill. So, Jordan, good luck. I don't know. I mean, Simon has really good skills that match up well against yours.
I don't got a lot of faith in him. I think Simon's gonna body him. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a 5-0.
That's a good. 5-0. That's honestly a really solid prediction. I think that Jordan is probably going to lose to Simon again because he only barely beat him 2 years ago, and then he lost last year. So
he can't. Simon is the Jordan Herrera killer.
Yeah,
that's it.
I think that's an accurate way to put it. That's really the best way to put it, honestly. And then lastly, shoring up the end of the week is me versus Dan. That's going to be a really hard one, especially because Simon just fucking gave him the keys for no reason, for not shit. Like, what the fuck, Simon? You just screwed me over. Not to mention yourself. Like, but no, that's going to be really tough. Having seen him play this week against Zach, he's definitely got a good head on his shoulders for playing. He's been playing VGC a lot, so like he's really practiced. It's not going to be an easy fight for me. Hopefully, I can win. And if I'm going to lose, hopefully I can keep it tight because he has been protecting score pretty well too. So we'll see what happens there. All right, guys, that's your next upcoming week. I really appreciate everybody coming out and watching the stream today. I appreciate all of you for playing, and don't admit to free. You'll be fine, Ian. Don't admit to free your keys. Oh man,
you're the one that gave him the keys.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. But thank you so much for joining me again, Zach.
Yeah, man, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, and I appreciate everybody for watching. We'll see you guys next week for a Pokemon League Championship Season 9, Week 4. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. Peace out.